I was brought up by this river, and next year I will have been fishing in this river for 70 years. In that time, I've seen many good friends come and go, and seen many fish come and go. Now, things have changed, and in previous years, many fish were taken away from the river.
I remember just a few short years ago, you couldn't have got parked outside a hotel in this sort of Nithsdale region. The hotels were fully booked. You would have had to have booked 2 years in advance to be able to get onto some of the water to be able to fish. And that's important for the rural economy. It means that the local shops are thriving, and the baker shops were thriving. Back in as short a time ago as 2010, the recorded catch was 4,500 salmon per year caught off the River Nith. Now, just last year, there were only 414 fish caught. One of the worst consequences of climate change is the increasing flood episodes that we are having in the wintertime. It doesn't last very long, but it's so fierce and has so much power. It comes down the river at such force that it erodes the banks away. And the power within those floods removes the salmon's nest, for want of another word. The red that the fish has laid its eggs in can sometimes just be washed away, and then the eggs are lost. Climate change has had a big influence on Atlantic salmon in this river system. There are predators here now that there never used to be, because the climate has actually warmed up a little bit for it to be suitable for those species to live here. Salmonid fish start to feel stress over 23 degrees. If it gets much higher, that stress can take over, and those fish can be stressed to the point where they can't survive any longer. I'm putting together this electrofishing set will enable me to temporarily disable any fish that are in the water course. I'm going to put a small charge in the water that will inhibit their ability to swim away from us. They'll turn over, you'll see them, they'll turn silver, we'll net them out, we'll be able to identify what species of fish they are, we'll be able to quantify population density, and it's a very useful fishery management tool to be able to assess the quality of a watercourse with regard to its fish-containing ability. The reason why I'm doing that, I'm looking for tributaries. They are essentially maternity hospitals for the main river. Electrofishing is a great tool for assessing fish population densities and species composition within a given part of the watercourse. It is putting a very small, smooth DC current into the water. The fish are completely uninjured and indeed recover very quickly.
Thanks to work done by Debbie and Jim with the Youth Training Project, we're bringing on a whole new generation of youngsters. I don't know how many more years I'll be fishing, but hopefully the young ones will carry on and take care of the river.
So the legacy of Extreme E racing up here in Scotland really has two unique components. The first one is for rivers like this to go back to their much more natural state, to be able to think about that flow of the river, decrease the sedimentation, having more shading from the trees, being able to provide a really unique opportunity of monitoring rivers like this one in real time. And that information is important, the temperature and the oxygen, because only with those environmental conditions can we understand the consequences of a changing planet to those populations of fish. And that's really exciting because that's what the community here has said that they want, that's been recognised, and that is being supported by the Legacy Project.
So the sensors collect a variety of information. Most critically, we're looking to sense the temperature in the river and around the river. We're collecting water quality data from a floating buoy, as well as temperature. We've got some submersible temperature sensors that we're putting into the river at different points in the tributaries to collect data across the river.
I'm very enthused looking towards the future. Young people, they're environmentally aware. I hope for good things coming in the future.
Hopefully the youngsters will carry on. This river has meant so much. I spent my childhood by the river. One of my greatest memories in the river is bringing my son to the river and teaching him to cast and to watch him catch his first salmon. Happy times, happy times.